Andrew, hello, it's Chris Rawlins here. I'm visiting you this morning. I'm just calling to let you know that I'll be running about half an hour.
Last year, I found myself driving through Scotland to meet a range of people living with life-limiting illness at home.
Andrew, hello, it's Chris Rawlins here again. I'm probably still about half an hour away.
My brief was to make a series of short films that explore what happens to family relationships when a life-limiting illness comes to stay. I was also interested in revealing to those of us with little experience of death and dying the reality of life behind the closed curtains that hide illness in every community.
From my own experience, when Mum said to me for the first time, this isn't something that's going to go away, I was like, oh, I didn't ever think my life would be like this. I didn't ever think that I would have a dying parent. You know, it's not really something you think about, it's not something you expect to happen to you.
3 powerful stories emerged from my travels. The Long Goodbye is the story of the Cook family from Bridge of Weir and shows the impact of a life-limiting illness on a young family.
It almost feels like each time just before you go into surgery, you say goodbye.
When Things Fall Apart is the story of Andrew and how multiple sclerosis eventually led to the breakdown of his 20-year marriage to his wife and carer, Catherine.
That's what life's all about. You learn something new every day. It's a simple expression, but you do.
It's hard to explain, and it's hard sitting here with Andrew and Alan, but I can look after Andrew. I'm a much better person because Alan's here, and some people might not be able to understand that.
And lastly, The Way We Were is the story of Jack and his wife Dorothy, their encounter with a rare neurodegenerative illness and their struggle to understand what it was.
It's a horrible disease. I've never known anything as bad as it's a real horrible. When you read about it, I do like reading about it because it's got such a bad write.
When a person develops a life-limiting illness, they are rarely the only ones affected. In each of the 3 films I made, it was the impact of serious illness on relationship that came to the fore. It was the emotional consequences of life-limiting illness that these 3 stories turned out to be about.
But you do things for someone because you love them. And it started off just being, I had to help him put his socks and shoes on. Then I had to help him put his trousers, his socks and shoes on. And I would maybe have to just wash his hair because he couldn't reach his arms up. And then I'd have to wash his back, and then I'd have to dry him. And things are so gradual that you're doing things and you're not actually thinking about what you're doing, you're just doing it for them. And
I don't think Dot's got a year. Unless I can't see any improvement and all this, you got to see the pills she's swallowing and that. And I'm not saying that she'll not last it, but I think she'll deteriorate.
The bloom and the fade, spring rhododendron, flowering pink and purple, dark red in the wild, all lie together with last winter's leaves fading out bronze. I face midwinter